The maid came and said, "My lady, Lord Elliot has arrived." Deadrace replied, "What?" Lucius came without prior notice. The maid told her, "Yes, he stopped by while passing through. After greeting the master, I heard that he will be waiting for you in the glass greenhouse." Deadrace spoke, "All right, please tell him to wait a bit, I need to prepare." The maid continued, "The Lord mentioned he has other plans later, so it would be good to meet him immediately. He also asked me to send away all the maids and servants. The meeting is to be just between you two." After that, Deadrace thought, "He has not arrived yet. I think I got here first. What will Lucius say when he sees me? Will he blame the past and laugh at my situation, won't he? He might give me some words of frustration. Then what should I say?" Lucius came and asked, "Have you waited long? Long time no see. What are you doing here?" Deadrace replied, I don't know what to do." Lucius told her, "It must be an awkward situation for you two." "Well then, how about going for a little walk together?" After that, Lucius asked, "How are you doing?" Deadrace replied, "If you're talking about the 6 years we spent apart, I was doing well, but then things started deteriorating rapidly." Lucius spoke, "Come to think of it, I heard something about the death of your fiancé." Deadrace told him, "His body has not been found, that is what everyone said." Lucius said, "So it would have been better if there was a body, wouldn't it? How difficult it is to cling to hope that doesn't even exist. You must have gone through a lot of trouble as well. I know how you feel." Deadrace thought, "How do you know what I feel?" Lucius continued, "But you know what, anyway, you have to accept the marriage, especially for the sake of your father, as his matter has concluded. You know about the rebellion, you're in opposition, you cannot refuse." Deadrace remembered when she shouted, "Do I look like I need to be genuinely composed right now, marrying Lucius? Have you completely forgotten what you did to this person 6 years ago? You made Lucius unable to appear in social circles or even in his own house, so how can you make me and Lucius marry now?" The Duke asked, "Then what was I supposed to do, in exchange for turning a blind eye to the rebellion? The Emperor commanded you to marry his favorite knight. If we want to live, we must obey the Emperor." Deadrace thought, "It's not we, it's only you, but still, not Lucius." She continued, "If you tell him about this situation." The Duke asked, "Tell him about what? Do you mean that you and Lucius were engaged in the past? Who would care about something like that at all? Given your social status, marrying a knight is an insult. No matter how dirty and ugly, if it involves a request from the Emperor, then the story is different. This is much more generous treatment than that of a respectable noble." Deadrace shouted, "Is social status and bloodline the problem now? I would rather become a concubine, or a second wife than be the wife of a man less noble than me, and to bring shame upon me and my father by associating us with someone like him." The Duke replied, "Of course I am not unaware of the humiliation you will face after marriage. However, for the sake of our lives, you have to endure it. We are done talking. Now, you go as well." Deadrace asked, "But father, I can't face him." The Duke stated, "Stop being stubborn. Such guilt is not important at all. If you are a lady, you should act like one. He will come to submit a marriage proposal soon. Try to soothe him so that he does not make an issue out of the past. My proud daughter, right now the fate of the duchy is in your hands. Never forget that you exist only because of the glory of the family. All of this is for you." Deadrace thought, "You are the father who caused the rebellion, and now you're trying to use your child to remedy the situation. How is any of this for me?" Now back in the present time, Deadrace said, "You are right. I can't say no, you may be different." Lucius replied, "I am not different, but it is quite a tempting marriage proposal for me. Until now, the Emperor wanted to grant me the title, but the aristocratic faction opposed it based on my lineage. To inherit the title, legitimacy of your family is required, so yes, I just submitted a marriage proposal. You probably guessed too." Deadrace thought, "How can you be so indifferent? Are you not affected at all? Because of the Marquis, you lost your status, territory, and everything. How can someone be like that?" Lucius told her, "However, there is one condition. The Emperor wishes for our marriage to be a love marriage. He does not want the public to know that he forced you into marriage by offering me a title. He wants to say that, given our shared history, we spontaneously rekindled our feelings and decided to marry again. We have to pretend to fall in love again in front of others." Deadrace thought, "It does not make any sense. Everyone knows our past. How can I act like that?" She asked, "What about Frederick? It has not been long since our engagement." Lucius replied, "Hearts are easily swayed. If I say that I took advantage of the opportunity when your heart was vulnerable, it would be appropriate. is it so difficult for that to happen? Everyone seems to manage it somehow. Deadrace thought, moreover, the fact that you and I loved each other, it is a well-known fact among people. Sunlight-drenched gleaming golden hair, eyes that shimmer like radiant rubies. Our relationship has changed so much compared to the appearance. This has not changed much from 6 years ago. Lucius told her, so my point was that it would be good if you practiced it. I hope you practice your expression for the upcoming ball. If you appear as pale as you did today, would people believe that you and I fell in love? Next time, don't forget to take this dawn ring off. Deadrace thought, my engagement ring with Freddie, wearing the engagement ring from my former fiancé in front of the future spouse. I am about to marry soon. I got so absorbed in Lucius that I completely forgot about it. Lucius spoke, then I look forward to your kind cooperation. Deadrace replied, taking care of that is my responsibility, she thought, yet our first encounter, it was not this dreadful. Next scene, Deadrace spoke, where have you been? I was so worried because I could not see you lately, Lucius asked. Were you that worried? Deadrace replied, of course, you are mine, Lucius said, lie. Deadrace asked, do I look like I am lying? Lucius stated, yes, you are lying about that, because since that day, you have never looked for me even once. Deadrace woke up and thought, it was a dream, perhaps it is because the ball is getting closer, but since I met Lucius, I have been having this kind of dream every time. I am tired. The maid came and asked, did you sleep well last night, my lady? What is wrong with your face? Are you sick? Should I call a doctor? Deadrace replied, it is fine, it was just a bad dream, what is the matter? The maid said, Sir Lucius has sent a letter to you. Deadrace started reading the letter and smiled. The maid asked, is there any problem? Deadrace replied, no, it is nothing, she thought. Okay, just do as you were told. A few days later, on the day of the ball, Lucius spoke, I am not sure if someone like me is fit for the position. The nobleman replied, don't say that, you are someone who is receiving the gracious favor of His Majesty himself. Isn't it such an honor to be in the presence of someone like you? Lucius spoke, it is kind of you to say that. Next moment, noble ladies spoke, look at that, unbelievable, has she lost her mind or something? Even if she just lost her fiancé, if she acts like that, everyone will think she is going to Frederick's funeral. Deadrace thought, that is too much, I can't believe I am going to a ball to meet another man instead of going to Frederick's funeral. Still, the fact that the word funeral came up. In the letter, he said, you can mourn, but not too much. I have shown mourning as requested. He allowed me to express my grief. The noblewomen started chatting. Lucius is very much interested in the Baroness over there. Recently there have been rumors that both of them are dating. I think it's more than that, just after seeing those smiles. Deadrace thought, love stories begin with just a smile. If we fall in love again, there will be more chaos, won't there? Oh my God, what am I thinking? One of the noble ladies asked, speaking of that, to whom do you think the engagement of that woman will be this time? The other replied, you should not ask such questions publicly, but come to think of it, after 2 broken engagements, it is only natural to be curious about who will be next and how it will end. Well, usually, if an engagement is broken off once, the entire family may collapse. She is a noble after all, and she was once the flower of high society. Dixie came and told them, enough. Deadrace thought, did you help me, in spite of breaking up in such a bad way? Deadrace remembered when Dixie asked, you did not really love my brother. Deadrace thought, maybe my feelings for myself are stronger than those towards Lucius. By the way, you two were close. There is a rumor suggesting that Lucius is in a romantic relationship with Barry. He said something about my engagement ring, but he spread all kinds of rumors about himself. One of the noblemen came and asked, my lady, may I have the honor of your first dance? Deadrace thought, what, are you asking me to dance in this situation? Deadrace asked, it is okay with me, but bad rumors might surround you because of me. The person replied, what bad rumors? Whatever it is, it would be better than breaking orders. This is my lord's order. Deadrace asked, Lucius sent you? The person replied, he personally ordered me to ask the princess to dance with me, but you seem to be worried. Deadrace replied, why would I, while I have a fiancé in name only? He stands there like a stone, deliberately trying to make me lose face. Isn't this what you meant to say? No, it is nothing. Pretend you did not hear it. You have done well for now. The person grabbed her hand. Deadrace asked, what are you doing now? The person replied, please take this. Please open it when you are alone. Nobles were whispering, her family has already lost favor with His Majesty. What could she do about it anyway? Who knows? She might actually find herself a gentleman. He might also confess his love for her. They might exchange letters secretly too. Dedrace thought, what, is he flirting with me now? The next moment, the person asked, Princess, what are you doing? Dedrace thought, how ridiculous do you find me right now? The person shouted, Princess. What is the meaning of this? Tearing apart a note sent by Lord Lucius. I merely requested to convey the note from the Lord. I had absolutely no intention of bothering the princess, or being impudent with her. What should I do about this? Dedrace thought, did Lucius really send that note to me? Next scene, Lucius was laughing, no wonder. When he came running and crying, I felt something had happened. Dedrace said, anyway, I came as you have been told. Why didn't you just send a note from the beginning? Do you prefer such games? Dedrace thought, from the type of dress I should wear to secretive correspondence, even sending one of his men to give me a note like a spy. You bastard, how much are you enjoying this situation? Dedrace asked, so what are we going to do now, making me come here dressed like this? Does that mean you have some plan, like falling in love again or something? Lucius replied, well, just being here together on this terrace alone should naturally spread the rumors. Do we really need a plan? Dedrace asked. Then why did you tell me to come dressed like this? Were you just teasing me? Lucius replied, calm down. I told you to dress like this for you, so don't misunderstand. Even if you don't do anything, everyone will be talking about you. If you had come in more flashy clothes, there would have been a bigger fuss, and they might say that you came here just to flirt with me. That's why I asked you to wear this, to show that you had no intention of seducing me. Maybe it would have been more effective to wear that dawn ring, but I thought it would be too disgusting, so I did not like the idea at all. Dedrace said, you have become quite outspoken. Lucius replied, I think so, maybe because I have been on the battlefield for more than 5 years, but you? It seems like your temperament is still the same. This is not funny. I guess I know why. I'm telling you. You only think of yourself and got engaged to that boring guy. I believe what I've become is quite natural for someone who's been through what I've been through. Dedrace thought, my father decided this engagement anyway. It's not like I really love Frederick or anything like that. She told him, don't try to insult Frederick this way. He lost his life because of my father. I don't want to hear you criticize him. She thought, oh no, it seems Lucius is not pleased with my engagement to Frederick. Lucius said, I was rude. Please forgive me. Dedrace replied, it is okay. She thought, has he already gotten over it? I thought he would either laugh or get angry at my words. Is it because he is feeling good now? Lucius said, come to think of it, have you ever felt this way too? You are defending the dead Frederick in this way. Did you also feel the same pity and guilt towards me? Dedrace remembered back in time. She asked, I heard that you're staying at the Duke's residence now. That's a fact. How did you find out about it? Dixie replied, I'm here to warn you. I believe there is something about that woman. Dixie continued, that woman came to the Count's residence once, daring to request a meeting with my brother. My mother found this suspicious and did not allow her to meet him. I never thought she would target the Duke's residence afterward. It is clear she is getting close to the Duke family with the intention of targeting my brother. We need to get her out of your residence as soon as possible. Dedrace replied, wait, this is impossible. First of all, Madame did not come to the Duke's house by herself. At that moment, she had lost everything in Hasto. Even her body was damaged. By chance, did your carriage almost collide with her on the road? After hearing about her situation from my father, he took pity on her and allowed her to stay at the Duke's house. Dixie tried to say something, then said, okay, maybe I was being too sensitive, but I don't have a good feeling. No matter what happens, please protect my brother, promise me. Dedrace replied, yes, I promise. After that, Dedrace thought, Lucius seemed normal as usual, and if something had happened, he would have told me first. My father already disapproves of my relationship with him. Father and Madame Anais, I must not be spiteful without reason. I might get in trouble for no reason if I hurt his feelings. Nothing serious will happen. Next scene. Bella Anais was shouting, I was wrong. Please forgive me. 6 years ago I believed that bloody play, until I woke up. We have finally met. I'm sorry. I'm finally here. Please forgive your ugly mother, my son. Nobles were whispering. What is she talking about? Sir Lucius's mother is the Countess. Perhaps she's mistaken for someone else. Bella continued, my poor baby. Well, you were still a kid at the time. so you probably don't remember. My name is Bella Anais. My family was an aristocratic family in Hasto. In the past, I fell in love with a naval officer in my hometown. That man had promised me marriage, and because I trusted him, I gave birth to his child, but it turned out that he already had a wife in Elon. After 6 years, he told me to hand over the child I gave birth to, claiming that his wife could not conceive. He insisted I relinquish all rights in exchange for granting my son inheritance rights. My family kicked me out of the house because I was pregnant with that man's child. I thought this was for the child's benefit. Sometimes, he sent me a portrait of you. After a certain period of time, he completely stopped sending them. From the beginning, he was trying to take my child away from me forever. I have evidence. This is the portrait of my child that man sent me a long time ago. Dedrace thought, what is going on? Lucius is an illegitimate child. Everyone seems so excited. Could it really be true? I have to ask my father to stop her. What, after all this fuss? Why are you just watching? No way. He tarnished Lucius's reputation to prevent him from marrying. All of this was planned by my father. She thought, no, please don't misunderstand. I had nothing to do with it. I didn't know anything. Despite the fact I didn't lose consciousness, my memory has ended at that moment. Lucius spoke. I don't know if this is my mother. It is true that I did not live with my current family until I was 6 years old. Nobles who heard Lucius's answer believed Bella's words as reality. So, is he truly illegitimate? After a while, Lucius was reported under nobility law and had to undergo a trial. In the end, he was stripped of his succession status and the title. He lost everything. He ended up becoming Lucius Penry Elliot and was dragged into the battlefield. Now back in the present time, Lucius continued, 6 years ago, when you abandoned me. No, that was a foolish question, just don't say anything. Dedrace thought, but as I waited for the trial to begin, Lucius came to see me only once. He came and pleaded with me to escape together. As the argument continued, emotions eventually intensified. Now in the present time, Lucius asked, did you practice your expression? Dedrace replied, no. Lucius asked, really, you did well. I've thought about it, and I think it would be better if you were the one crying. You will cry while running out of this terrace. Dedrace thought. Old memories rushed in like the wind when his hand touched mine after a long time, and I remembered all the feelings I had for him. Those eyes that I loved so deeply, the way he smiled, how he used to touch me, all these things, details like that. I'm remembering the past in a mess. How could he? Lucius said, okay, it is perfect now. Now get out. Wipe your cheek as if you were crying. Go straight to the carriage. Can you do it? Dedrace thought. How can you be so careless? Noble ladies were whispering. What is this noise? Isn't she the princess? Did she come from the balcony where Sir Lucius went? Were the two of them alone there? She said she didn't want to see him, but were they secretly meeting? She came out crying. Could they have secretly formed a relationship? Lucius thought. I slightly dodged the question. It was not like that 6 years ago. Well, it has been 6 years. Now, getting rejected has become familiar. This is training. In the end, what happened that day was just a moment, and most of the time, we were affectionate and cute lovers. No matter how much time passes, when I think about that, how can you? That scent always comes to my mind. It's not because I can't forget her or because I want revenge or anything like that. I was young, and I know how clumsy I was, but this is quite amusing. Ruining everything is too easy. Because those words shattered something precious within me. She probably did that. I will remember it forever. The rumors were spreading like fire in the jungle. Nobles were talking about Dedrace and Lucius. At the same time, Tommy asked, don't you think we should tone down the rumors a bit? Lucius replied, no, leave everything as it is. Tommy shouted, what? It's all lies. Do you know what's going on all over the country right now? Some say that the two at the ball seemed unusual, while others claim that the princess saw the Lord in the prayer room at the temple she often visited. They even say that you were together before Prince Frederick's death. Besides, they also say that you both did your thing here and there. You're really famous all over the capital. Lucius replied, I'm just thankful that rumors are spreading like that even though we haven't met. Tommy asked, so, are you really going to get married like this? Lucius replied, why have you become so bothersome these days? I already gave the Duke a marriage proposal. Tommy shouted, but that's the thing. Even the Emperor understands. No matter what, choosing a woman you really have to live with in that way is a bit odd, isn't it? Moreover, with such a past, don't you hate her? In a lover relationship, that's not different from betrayal. Just saying. Master, face it, once the truth is revealed. Lucius asked, "Are you going to keep babbling on?" Tomi replied, "I'm sorry. The master is so kind-hearted." Suddenly, Dixie came and asked, "Is it true that you are dating Princess Luden?" Lucius thought, "Here she comes." Dixie asked, "Me and mother, do you think we will accept this marriage?" Lucius replied, "My mother won't accept any marriage I choose." Dixie said, "Brother, you haven't forgotten everything, have you? Since that incident 6 years ago, you haven't forgotten how people started treating your sister and mother, have you? Or maybe you've calmed down a bit now, to the extent that you want to marry that woman." Lucius continued, "I know that my mother has softened a lot, but I also know that this does not mean she will forgive me. No matter how much I ask for forgiveness, nothing will change." Dixie told him, "But it's not like mother ever wanted you to ask for forgiveness in the first place, father. This happened because he didn't say anything right from the beginning." Lucius thought, "Do you really think this is just a misunderstanding between family members? If only the family had known the truth from the beginning, I would not have been subjected to such embarrassment in public. Like what happened in the drawing room that day, but does that change anything? Regardless of how the truth was revealed, the fact that I am an illegitimate child will never change." He said, "If you think that the incident was not my fault, then it's not Dedrace's fault either. I hope you understand. That was not her fault at all." Dixie spoke, "You are now blinded by love, that's why you can't see things clearly." Lucius replied, "No, Dedrace has been betrayed too, because she didn't know I was illegitimate. Her rejection of me that day was very reasonable from her perspective." Dixie asked, "So just like that, alone on the couch in the study room, you cried until the tears dried in your eyes, saying that Dedrace abandoned you. Sorrow consumed your heart that day. Now you are in love with her again, and you're getting married. In the end, you are the one who got hurt, and forgiving her is something up to my brother, but until this moment, I am sure she never loved my brother, and never will. If that is your choice, then I won't stop you, but if you choose something, you will bear the consequences of that choice until the end, and know this, that this is the biggest mistake you could ever make." After that, Tomi came and asked, "Did she say anything about your marriage?" Her face was like a thundercloud. Lucius said, "Tell the gardener to take care of this garden and make it pretty." Next scene, Dedrace asked, "I don't know how long I should stay like this." Lucius replied, "What are you talking about?" Dedrace said, "When will you propose to me?" Lucius asked, "Do you mean the marriage proposal?" Dedrace replied, "I heard that the emperor asked you to hurry up and get married, but you've been like this for 2 months, not doing anything." Lucius told her, "However, we are free to make decisions, so why rush? Or perhaps, you really want to marry me this badly?" Dedrace said, "I'm tired of pretending in front of the people all the time. There is chaos at home. My relatives come to visit me every day, urging me to hurry up and get married. Everyone has gone completely crazy. I'm tired of it. I think it would be best if we got married soon." Lucius asked, "What will the Duke do, and why should I handle it alone?" Dedrace replied, "It is good that my father has not intervened so far. If my father were to step forward, saying he will protect me, people might think there is something suspicious about it." She thought, "Are you really not interested in this kind of conversation? What are you thinking?" Lucius asked, "Why are you looking at me like that?" Dedrace replied, "By the way, I heard that one time." Suddenly, Lucius kissed her on the cheek. Then he said, "Your reactions always amuse me. Right behind you. It's Lady Santel." Dedrace said, "That was unexpected." Lucius asked, "Who do you mean, me or Lady Santel?" Dedrace replied, "Answer me, when are you going to propose to my father to marry me?" Lucius replied, "Don't worry, I will do it soon without needing any urging." Dedrace asked, "So when exactly is soon?" Lucius replied, "Well, wouldn't it be less fun if you knew that?" Dedrace thought, "But really, what is the reason for delaying the proposal? Does he have a secret lover? Come to think of it, everyone was saying that at the ball, these days, Lucius is seen hanging out with Barry Perth and Youngmoon. Barry. If it's her, she will surely treat Lucius without any agitation. She is kind and lovely. It's different from me, because I won't leave anyone or anything." She said, "Anyway, it's a marriage without feelings in the first place." Next scene, Dedrace was at the church. She remembered mother saying, "Please save me, I beg of you. This agony is too much for me, and you have the power. Are you just going to stand by and watch me suffer like this? Because of my closeness to the gods, you gained such abilities, but why aren't you using those abilities for me? It is really too much." Dedrace said, "I don't want to be in pain anymore, my powers. They are not complete. I could heal you, mother, but the pain you were feeling would transfer to me. Mother knew everything but didn't see. After healing my ailing mother, I always ended up suffering. The priest who knew about my side effects always showed me contempt. I have always felt exploited, trapped in suffering since I was very young, mother asked. So this time, can't you endure a little longer? Dedrace continued. After all, you will soon die and disappear. Now back in the present time, noble ladies were chatting. That's how it turned out. It's been revealed that Eva Wei is the Viscount's mistress. They say the Viscountess is completely devastated, in a frenzy right now. It was revealed when the Viscountess received the special letters at a tea party. There was a package with a letter and a lock of hair inside. I wonder who delivered it to the Viscountess. Dedrace thought, if it's Eva Wei. At that time. But in a way, it's not surprising at all, considering how nobody who gossiped about them has had a good outcome. Lucius. Surely not. After that, Lucius came and said, this way, is it over now? Took forever, been waiting. Your mom always visits the temple after passing. I missed seeing you. So I waited for you, Dedrace replied. I see, thanks. Lucius asked, really, thanks, but judging from your expression, it seems you didn't really want to see me. Dedrace told him, that's not it, just surprised, that's all. Of course I wanted to see you too. Lucius said, thinking about you made the time fly by, not boring at all. Dedrace also said, still, I must have kept you waiting for a long time, sorry, there's something I want to ask. Lucius replied, what is it? Is it about the proposal again? Dedrace commented, no, it's not about that. She thought, I'm a bit worried about Eva's situation, should I ask if it was your doing? I might just be overthinking things. Lucius told her, look at me. Dedrace asked, what are you doing? Get up, Lucius said, if your matter is not urgent, can I speak first? Lucius asked, do you remember? I'm talking about what happened here before. I really thought our relationship was over back then, you really don't remember. Dedrace asked, why are you bringing this up here, about 6 years later? Then she remembered. Back at the time, Lucius asked, why didn't you come looking for me? Dedrace replied, I thought you wanted to be alone, Lucius said. I have been thinking about you, I was waiting, thinking you would come here. Dedrace told him, wait, don't come closer, Lucius asked. Is it terrifying for you to approach me now? Dedrace said. That's not it, I'm just a bit startled that we met here. Lucius said, come with me. Let's escape from here together. I already inherited a small mansion, even if there is a trial, they won't take it away. If we sell that mansion and go to another country, we can be together, you and I can live without lacking anything, so please. Dedrace asked, what are you talking about, running away? Do you really think you'll lose in the trial? Is that why you are suggesting this? Lucius commented, the evidence from Bella's side is quite solid. At this rate, I might really be expelled from the house. Dedrace asked, why didn't you tell me in advance? Lucius replied, what are you saying? I deceived you. Dedrace said, no, what I mean is, why didn't you tell me that you lived in a different house until you were 6? Lucius explained, father, the Marquis, told me that I was the son of Corner Penry, who is the Marquis's brother. It could have been handled as a secret adoption. But then there would be a lot of repercussions for both the Marquis and me, so I just ended up being treated as a. Dedrace said, so anyway, you didn't tell me about that, it's almost the same as deceiving. Lucius asked, is that really important? Anyway, I'm supposed to inherit the title, and in the end, there's nothing that will change what you need to know. You only need to know about my title and what I possess, isn't that right? Dedrace replied, no, you're wrong. You should have told me about your origins too. Isn't it necessary to tell me that your birth mother had been hidden from you? Lucius asked, I don't understand. Did you ever love me? Dedrace said, if you're going to say something foolish, could you just stop? Lucius asked, why is this considered foolish? People say you abandoned me, but still I kept waiting for you, even though I see you every night without any contact. Even though I know you may never come back to me, if I hadn't gone to you first like this, I couldn't have seen you even if I died. Dedrace told him, it's not like that, as I said earlier, I just thought you wanted to be alone. Lucius replied, is that so? If it really isn't like that, then look at me, kiss me, and tell me you love me. Dedrace shouted, go away, you want a kiss, you want me to say I love you, I hate it, please stay away from me. Don't touch me, don't care if you need love after deceiving me about being an illegal bastard. Now back in the present time, Lucius asked, what are you thinking? Dedrace replied, Sorry, something just came to mind. Lucius said, I'm about to talk about something important, but are you going to think about something else? Focus. Please. This is really important from now on. This is something I thought about when I met you again this time. I realized I don't want to let you go again. The time we spent together, I'm so happy, no matter how complicated our past may be. I think this happiness is something that can't be created with anyone else, so can I ask you to be completely mine? Would you give me that honor? Deadrace replied, I remember something from the past when I was here. Back then, I was too young. I blurted out whatever came to mind because I was flustered. I was really sorry back then. Now, there is only you for me. Deadrace said, I understand. Things are different now compared to back then. Next scene, Charlene came and spoke. I have been here. I have been looking for you for a while. Congratulations on your wedding. Aunt Victoria also came and asked, why are you lying here like this? Don't you know that once the wedding dress wrinkles, it will be noticeable no matter how much you iron it? Stay there. I will bring you more dress fabric. Charlene spoke, it is your wedding, but my mother is very busy. By the way, they said he rejected any other marriage proposal. Is it true what I heard, that he waited for you all this time and asked for your hand in marriage in front of the temple? Deadrace replied, yes. Charlene told her, you heard about me too, that Mr. Sid, whom I was engaged to, failed in his work and went into exile. Of course, it was tragic at that time, but I gained a lot of strength after hearing your story. If marrying a lover you broke up with 6 years ago is possible, then I think Sid might come back someday. Deadrace thought, wait now, are you serious about this? She said, me and Lucius. Charlene spoke, yes, of course. You both are special people, but something special may happen to me too. First of all, didn't you both wait for each other? Deadrace thought, Frederick, this name, it has been a long time since I said it, my second fiancé, whom my parents met after I broke up with Lucius. He was killed as part of my father's plan, and after he said, I will contact you, he left, and in the end, the message I received was the news of his death. Did he really die? She said, I was originally engaged to Frederick, so I can't say I was waiting for Lucius. Charlene said, what is wrong with that? Why should we keep up appearances when we were alone? No one will blame you anyway, and you ended up marrying Sir Lucius and no one else. Deadrace started shouting. Victoria came and asked, what is going on between you two? Are you children? There are a lot of people outside. Go outside. Charlene. Then she asked, what happened? Deadrace replied, nothing happened. Victoria continued, your expression does not resemble that of a bride on her wedding day. This is an imperial marriage, after all. Not everything goes as we wish. Don't worry too much, even if Lucius is mean to you. Just give him some time. Marriage lasts a lifetime. People are not persistent enough to be angry with each other for a lifetime. When you face each other and start living together, these things will become trivial. Next scene, at night, Frederick came and said, look at me, I came to see you. Deadrace woke up and asked, how can you? Are you alive? Why didn't you send even one message? Please say something. How are you alive? Frederick spoke, you didn't wait for me, and now you are engaged to someone else. Deadrace asked, what are you talking about? Although everyone said you were dead. Please wait, hold my hand. Frederick continued, look, I knew it would be like this. You really don't care about me. Whether I live or die, you are not sad at all. Next moment, Deadrace woke up and thought, I am really getting married. Next morning, on the wedding day, Deadrace had twisted her ankle. She said, I think it's just a little, if I change my shoes. Lucius came and asked, are you okay? Can you hold my hand and let me help you up? Deadrace replied, yes, don't worry, just my ankle is twisted, thank you. She thought, wasn't he sitting far away? Why could he only pretend not to see me? After that, Lucius asked, so why are you pushing yourself so hard? Deadrace replied, the bride can't sit frowning, and you must talk to people and show joy. It's not too difficult. Lucius said, wait, what about you calling me Lucy again? Deadrace said, just like that, Lucy. Lucius asked, why not? You often used to call me Lucy. I kinda liked it. You're calling me Lucy. As you know, my nickname is Ruth, and most people call me by my real name. If you don't mind, I would like you to call me that. Now I will go and greet the guests. There is still time until the wedding, so you should relax. Deadrace thought, do you want me to call you Lucy? Are you serious, or are you just messing around? No matter how many times I see you, sometimes I also feel extremely confused. You really don't have any regret or love, do you really have nothing left for me? I don't really know. After that, the wedding ceremony started, and things were held quite well. At night, the maids spoke. My lady, are you okay? You seem tense. Your expression is very dark, don't worry too much. Sir Lucius is a good man. He is even special, and today is your first night. This is the furthest we can reach. Lucius asked, are you here? Would you like a drink? In the East, it's all about alcohol. Dedrace replied, no, I'm okay. I've had enough earlier. Lucius asked, Realim, but why did it take you so long to come? I thought I would doze off while waiting. Dedrace said, wait, are we really going to sleep together? Lucius replied, what are you talking about? As soon as you enter, as you know, I took a look around the room before you came. I heard they said the bridal room was originally yours, but there was nowhere else. Dedrace asked, are you disappointed? Lucius replied, well, not really. When we were dating, I imagined your room a little. When I was sick and couldn't contact you, I would open your messages and look at them. They say you can know a person by looking at their room, but when I look at it in reality, it's not like that. No, it's more like you are extremely empty. Dedrace thought, what? Why are you saying this? What kind of reaction do you want from me? Lucius told her, let's talk about this later. Dedrace asked, where are you going? Lucius replied, I need to lie down. We have something to do, right? Lucius told her, come here. Just for a short while, you were appearing in my dreams every day. You were like this in my dream. Then they were trying to kiss each other. Dedrace asked, what are you doing just now? Are you going to kill me? Lucius replied, because I won't try to stab you. Dedrace asked, then why did you bring that out? Why did you hide something like a sword with you? Can you hear me? It's dangerous, so put it aside. Lucius replied, what is this? I am presenting evidence. Evidence that we spent a happy night. There must be something like this for everyone to believe us. Why do you look so surprised? Did you really think I would hug you? I will never hug you, not today or any other time. It's best for both of us. Dedrace asked, so you're not trying to hug me, are you leaving? Lucius replied, what, can't I do that? Dedrace told him, but even those who have mistresses don't avoid marital relations. If I don't have a child and you have one from your mistress. Lucius asked, so, are you asking me to sleep with you? The things you were talking about, like commitments and marital relations, like touching and putting our bodies on top of each other. Do you really think that is possible for us? Well, I think I can do it to some extent, but what about you? Your face turned away from my slightest touch. Dedrace asked, what on earth? When did my face turn away? Lucius spoke, don't touch me. I mean, don't ask for love casually while you're an illegitimate child. That is what you said to me 6 years ago. I still can't forget your face at that time. If you and I sleep together and we are blessed with a child, do you want my despised blood to grow in your womb? I don't have that kind of bad taste, so there is no need to hug you. Good night. Next morning, Dedrace asked, where did you go early in the morning, and why weren't you by my side? Lucius replied, I wanted to ride a horse, so I went out for a bit. Did you go to the Swale Forest? No wonder there was a familiar scent, Lucius replied. Did you sleep well? Do you feel okay? Dedrace asked. What do you mean? Is there something urgent? The maids were laughing. Dedrace spoke. Everyone, could you please stay outside? Lucius asked. Why did you ask them to leave? I haven't finished saying the lines I prepared yet. Dedrace replied. Doesn't acting end once the marriage is done? I'm saying we should stop doing such childish acts after this, Lucius said. I didn't mean that. Now that I think about it, didn't you even wear your ring? Dedrace replied, I left it on the vanity. Lucius told her, you wore your engagement ring from Frederick before and came to meet me. But are you now removing your wedding ring on the second day of your marriage? I think showing it to others might be necessary. Dedrace commented, it's just a ring, so I don't necessarily have to wear it at home. How long will you continue to pressure me over a single mistake? It was the same last night too. What on earth do you want to do to me? Lucius stated, I apologize for yesterday. Nevertheless, I am happy. When we return to our palace, I won't have to bump into you much anymore. After that, Dedrace asked, are you saying there won't be many collisions? What do you mean? Lucius replied, I mean it literally. We won't face each other except in situations where it is necessary. Dedrace asked, are you planning to get a separate room? Lucius replied, yes, exactly. We will stay in different rooms. Then he asked, your face does not look good. Are you all right? Dedrace replied, I'm just a little bit tired. Lucius told her. Now relax, Dedrace shouted. Don't do that, don't touch me. We are almost at the palace, so hold on a little until then. Lucius said, I will call the doctor when we get to the palace, just be patient. Then they reached their destination. A servant spoke, let me show you around the palace, please follow me. This place is used as a gathering spot for talking and displaying pictures. With a little organization, we could even hold music parties here. Lucius asked, do you want to invite anyone specific from the social circle? Dedrace replied, yes. Lucius said, it would be a good idea for us to take on the work of the palace tomorrow. I will take my wife to the room and call the doctor. I think she got a fever all the way in the carriage. Since the time is not right, bring a few doctors. Dedrace told him, I am fine. Lucius replied, please don't be stubborn. How can you be fine when you can't even walk from the pain? What if it is a serious illness? Dedrace said, didn't I just say I'm just a little tired? Then both of them started arguing. The servant said, fine, should I call the doctor? After some time, Dedrace spoke, it is my duty to take a tour around the palace. Is it so hard to wait a little? You said we wouldn't have to see each other, was all that a lie? Lucius replied, you were just impatient, I apologize, but you too. Stop insisting on not changing the doctor. I'm doing this because I'm worried about you. Dedrace thought, worried? What the hell am I to you for you to worry about me? You're messing with me, that's all. She said, all right, I agree to see the doctor. For the second time, I'm saying, don't try to control me in this way. Lucius told her, all right, surrender is just a word, relax now, and I will go summon the doctor. Dedrace emphasized, Lucy, please ask the personal servant to bring some ice water. Lucius replied, all right, I will do this favor for you. Next scene. Lucius thought, what about calling me Lucy again? I thought it would be all right. Do I still feel something for her? Then he remembered Dedrace had said, what should I do? Is it broken? Lucius came and asked, do you need help? Dedrace replied, all right, thank you, but I will take care of it myself. Lucius said, it seems to hurt a lot. You need to get treatment immediately before it gets worse. Dedrace asked, what are you doing? Lucius continued, leaving it like this will be dangerous. Dedrace shouted, don't touch me, don't do that. Why did you do that, and who asked for your help? Lucius replied, did I need that? I thought the way you looked at me was as if you were asking for help. Something like that happens from time to time. I could feel it then, the way you looked at me. Dedrace said, I apologize if I was rude. I thought you seemed a bit different. Lucius asked, am I different? Dedrace told him, sometimes you seem lost in your thoughts. At that time, you looked different from your usual cheerful self. Were you upset? I'm sorry for surprising you. Lucius replied, it was not a pleasant surprise. I'm just curious now about how I appear reflected in your eyes. How do I look different? I have a strong sense of self-love, so I love hearing stories like this. So, do I look different to Miss? Dedrace replied, it is not a tragic matter. You seemed a bit lonely and bad. I felt like you had bad thoughts. I'm sorry, but I have to go. My aunt is waiting for me. Thank you for your help. I'm fine now. Lucius said, however, your ankle is still. Dedrace continued, no, it's really all right. Okay, that's enough. Lucius commented, don't go. I know, but even knowing that, I won't leave you. Even if you reject me, I will insist on helping you. As you know, I am a person with bad thoughts. Now, back at the present time, Tommy came and said, you are really crazy. You called 4 doctors. Why didn't you also call the priest? Lucius replied, Dedrace was sick. Tommy continued, when I was bringing the doctor, while I was on my way, I heard something about your wedding party. Did you attend the wedding party held in the conservatory? They say the Duke's garden is very beautiful. Don't tell me you're going to make me tell the gardener to arrange it again. You won't do that, will you? Lucius replied, no, maybe something like that. Tommy said, don't you remember what happened before? Please return to your senses. There is nothing worse than being enchanted by a woman and then destroyed by her. Lucius told him, it is impossible for me to fall in love with Dedrace again anyway. Enough nonsense. Dedrace will come looking for you. Then you can go and explain the matter to her properly. Tommy asked, why? Lucius replied, that is because she will soon feel how helpless she is. On the other hand, Dedrace asked, what about Lucius? The maid replied, madam, didn't you hear? I heard that they said master would be absent for a long time, today because he is taking care of something in the duchy. Dedrace asked, what was the case? She thought, 2 weeks have passed since our wedding. maybe that is a good thing, since we don't need to see each other too much. I don't know, I think I will spend my whole life in this palace doing nothing. At first, I felt a little annoyed. Dedrace said, I want to go for a walk, so please prepare yourself. The maid replied, all right, I understood. Thinking about it, madam, have you not taken over the management of the palace yet? Dedrace told her, Lucius told the servants that I am not feeling well, after all, so I ordered them to leave me alone. Do I look that crazy? The maid said, I didn't mean to say that you are lazy at all. Well, first and foremost, you two are newlyweds. Instead of work, you should spend some enjoyable time together. Maybe that's why Master did not give you a single document. Master really appreciates you and takes your comfort into consideration. Dedrace stated, we are newlyweds. Can you call the servants now? I've changed my mind. I don't want to relax too much just because we are newlyweds. I also have to do my job. I don't want to seem lazy. After that, Dedrace thought, it's not that I didn't expect it to be like this. Are you planning to turn me into a frog in an unknown well? An hour ago, the butler said, regarding the palace documents, I can't help you with that, madam. Dedrace asked, what do you mean? Why? The butler replied, because the master did not authorize it. Dedrace asked, did he tell you not to hand them over to me? The butler continued, I know you want to work hard, but what about taking some rest? There's no need to worry about the palace. I'm sure the master and madam need to rest well. Dedrace said, nonsense. Speaking of which, who was managing the finances before my arrival? Most likely, it wasn't Lucius, who was extremely busy. The butler commented, it was one of the master's followers. On the first day madam came, he was busy taking care of the garden. Maybe that's why you didn't see him. I heard the master ordered him to put a lot of effort into caring for the garden for the sake of madam. Dedrace said, tell him I want to see him now. After some time, Dedrace thought, I think I said I wanted to see him right away. Now even the staff is ignoring me. Tomi came. Dedrace asked, so, you're in charge of the accounting books after marrying my husband. Did he say this job would remain yours? Tomi replied, as far as I know, yes. Dedrace said, then I should speak with him personally about this. Tomi told her, the master is very busy, there won't be time to talk to him separately. Dedrace asked, so, no time, you say? That is amusing. I need to meet with your master, and that is what you tell me. Tomi continued, I didn't say that. What I said is that there is nothing in this story worth going back to the master about. I think the master must have thought it would be best for madam to step aside from this. Since I have been doing my job to the best of my ability, and so, he entrusted me with this task before, and in the future, so there is no need for your intervention. Dedrace asked, am I intervening? A maid came and shouted, there is no end to your self-absorption. Kneel quickly on your knees and apologize to your mistress. Tomi asked, what self-reflection? I didn't do anything. Then they started arguing. Dedrace stated, both of you, be quiet. Tomi said, I'm the one who recently doubled this household's wealth, but madam, she doesn't care about who I am or who helps the master. Do you think your rights have been violated, and now you're only looking for the master? If you really demand your rights as my master's wife, don't you think you should know who I am first? Dedrace replied, you're making a big fuss just because you want me to acknowledge you. Don't worry about losing your job. Anyway, you're really fine. I will consider this. Tomi told her, the master never told me to hand over the authority to you, so if you really care about my master, as you say, please stay calm and do nothing. Dedrace continued, if it is for Lucius, as you say, shouldn't I do more? I'm the one who arranged for us to marry and be together. You are just an employee in the end. I have a lot, and you have nothing. Besides me, do you think anyone else would handle the financial matters of this palace fairly? Tomi shouted, what exactly are you trying to achieve? What have you done? For heaven's sake, for your husband, are you saying fairness? Then I've been working for the master my whole life. On the other hand, what have you done other than sitting and doing nothing? Dedrace asked, are you trying to argue with me about my position? Tomi replied, yes, even someone with a locked position like me knows the importance of trust between people. He came to you, and you kicked him out as if he were a dog, and now you're saying you're doing this for him. Madam, how could you be so selfish? The next moment, Dedrace slapped him. Then she asked, what do you know? You just overheard, and now you think you know everything. Scene change. Lucius asked, why are you running so fast? The servant replied, madam, it seems the lady is not well. She has not eaten anything all of yesterday and today. She even shouted at me for not entering the room today. I think sir should go and see about it. After some time, Lucius thought, they said she is sick. Where could she be if she is not lying on the bed? Dedrace spoke. I didn't know it would be like this. And you will believe me when I say I am sick? Lucius asked. Was it a planned scheme? Dedrace replied, yes, because you love me. I thought if I told you I was sick, you would come to see me. They think outside that I am on the verge of collapse. So I shouted at them so they wouldn't be surprised by my actions later. Lucius said, you don't have to do something like this just to meet me. Dedrace asked, really, but weren't you always absent? Lucius replied, true, I am busy, but there is no reason for me to avoid you. Dedrace asked, there is no reason for you to avoid me, taking all my authority and isolating me in this room only. Do you want other reasons for you to avoid me? All this foolish and childish behavior, and you entrusted all my power and duties to your servant. Do you really say you have no reason to avoid me? Answer me. Lucius replied, you are angry, calm down a little. Then he started laughing. Dedrace asked, what is funny? Do you think I will cry? Lucius said, I can't say it's not funny. Dedrace continued, does this seem fun to you, to bring me such disgrace? Lucius asked, really, what is humiliating about it? Dedrace told him, are you really wondering? I can't even change one picture in this house. Often, servants oppose me and argue with me by mentioning your name every time. Only your little servant and your sister have the power, and not me. Am I really your wife? I'm just a resident guest here. Lucius said, this power should naturally transfer from the husband to his wife, and it does not happen just by getting married. Dedrace asked, what do you mean? It only happened in old times. Isn't that a bit old-fashioned? Lucius told her, even if it is old-fashioned, what can I do? After all, I am the master of this family, and you are my beautiful wife. Your budget is 3 million shillings. I don't care what you do within this range. It's not a small amount at all. You can do whatever you want with this amount. It doesn't matter to me how. Just ask freely. After all, I don't want anything from you. Dedrace tried to speak, if you do something wrong. Lucius asked, won't I like it? Dedrace continued, so was that your goal from the beginning? Since the moment you decided to marry me, did you decide on revenge like this? Lucius asked, do you feel this is revenge? You are free to think what you believe, but I hope there is no misunderstanding. I don't even have enough feelings left to seek revenge from you. Dedrace thought, if I had not seen him saying he had no feelings left, maybe I would really believe that. But the reason that made his expression seem more sincere than his words is because he was expressing something he could only express if he hated someone deeply. After that, the maid told her, madam, this is the medicine. You must drink it with water. My lord asked me to give it to you, even if you look at me like that. Dedrace thought, after my little trick that day, he imprisoned me in the palace as a reward. There is also medicine to be taken after meals. There is also a servant constantly watching me. The maid said, all this because he is worried about his wife. This kind of trouble was not too bad either. Most of what the servants said was ignored. Suddenly, an idea occurred to me. What Lucius wants is for people in this palace to forget about me. But if he really wants that, let's say I found out, then what would happen if I did the opposite? Next morning, Dedrace asked, what about Lucius? Where is he? The maid replied, the lord is inspecting the estate after riding his horse early in the morning. Dedrace asked, yes, aren't his responsibilities great? The maid replied, of course, madam. By the way, madam, you said you wanted to read a book today, didn't you? Dedrace told her, wait, can I rest for a while? The maid asked, yes, maybe. Are you feeling tired? Dedrace replied, not really, don't worry. I just feel like I haven't done much for Lucius lately. I've been bothering him and annoying him all this time, and I don't even know why I did that. I think I did it without realizing it because I felt pressured to do well after marriage, but the matter to me is not what I did, but how much I love Lucius. If I couldn't help my husband, I was worried about what people would think of me. The maid said, madam, your words sadden me greatly. I don't know if I dare say this, but the Lord will completely understand how you feel. Dedrace asked, really? Well, even though I always act recklessly, he has always loved me, but the problem is that I feel terribly guilty. I want to do anything for him too. The maid commented, poor madam, why are you crying like this? You can ask for whatever you want now. Dedrace asked, but how? They all tell me not to do anything. The maid continued, don't worry, my lord will be happy even if the lady comes to him at dinner. It is also important to accompany the lord or bid him farewell. This would be a good way to express your feelings. Dedrace asked, really? Then can we have lunch together today? He seems busy. I don't think we can meet until tomorrow. The maid explained, no, madam, after touring the estate, the Lord passes by the palace. Maybe he will do that today too. First, let's apply the powder. Don't worry, madam, you will be able to have a meal together. Don't cry, madam, let's just wait. Next scene. Tomi spoke. It is suspicious that something is bothering her. Do you believe she shed tears? All she does is act. Didn't you hear how she slapped me last time? She is truly an evil woman, my lord. It is obvious she is plotting something. Lucius replied, it's okay. I'm hungry, so let's do this. Don't worry, just wait outside. After that, Lucius asked, do you feel okay? Dedrace replied, yes, thanks to your care. I feel much better, she asked, and you? I heard you were busy with the new estate and the Imperial Knights. Lucius spoke, yes, as always, these kids don't even listen to endless reports and training. Dedrace asked, I heard some stories about your knights, that you have been together for a long time, even on the battlefield, and that is why your relationship is very strong. Lucius asked, why are you talking about all that? Dedrace replied, I know I have been indifferent all this time, however, I want to get to know you better through this conversation. Lucius said, really, it seems something good happened today. After the lunch, Dedrace said, thank you for joining me for lunch today. Lucius asked, what are you thanking me for? Now go to the room and get some rest. I have to return to the Knights now. Dedrace replied, all right, I just wish you a nice trip. Tomi thought, what is this? What kind of nonsense is this? Next scene. Tomi asked, will you really leave it like this? Lucius asked, what do you mean? Tomi replied, what else could I mean? I mean, madam. Why are you leaving her like this? Lucius said, she is taking her medicine well and living happily these days. Tomi told him, just that is the problem. Lucius spoke, you really don't know what your problem is. She is doing what we wanted. Tomi asked, no, it's because you really don't know. Why did you kiss her at the front door that time? Lucius replied, that doesn't mean anything. I think she was not convinced just yet. Then he remembered when he said, when you are not sure about your relationship with someone, all you have to do is kiss them once. Dedrace asked, a kiss? Lucius said, do you want me to touch your lips lightly? It's not difficult. If you feel like I am your friend even when our lips meet, then I won't bother you anymore. Dedrace told him, no, don't be stupid. Touching lips is something that does not happen between friends. Lucius continued, don't worry, it's just between us, keep it a secret. Dedrace asked, really, if I kiss you, will my feelings toward you become clear afterwards? Lucius replied, certainly, you can trust my words. Then they started kissing. Back in the present time. Tomi asked, what are you thinking like that for? Lucius replied, don't talk about what doesn't concern you. Leave me alone for a moment, go away now. Tomi spoke, I know you always think about useless things. Do you know what rumors are circulating among the knights these days? At first, I didn't care much about it. But the issue has spread widely, that you love your wife very much and are immersed in love these days. Having such positive rumors completely contradicts our plans. Lucius asked, am I immersed in love? So, why not? Tomi told him, yes. No, because now the lady is acting in favor of the Lord, and the workers and servants have been impressed by her actions. Lucius explained, don't you know it's all just a part of achieving what we want? We need to push the matter a little further. All this is to achieve our goal. Listen to what I'm saying carefully. I know Dedrace well. She is proud and straightforward, so she is not the type to make up things like this. Tomi continued, it's impossible that that's the case. It's so frustrating to the point that I'll go crazy. I don't know. Do what you want, sir. Lucius asked, by the way, did Dedrace recommend these flowers? Tomi replied, why are you asking about that all of a sudden? Lucius told him, no, because I feel like their scent is strange. Like Dedrace, those flowers. I heard that my lady bathes with those flowers every day. He thought, at that time, I thought her scent was strangely good, so it was that flower. Now I remember, Tomi said, don't imagine anything improper about your wife. Lucius shouted, get out of here. Tomi told him, wait, for if you really do that, you will regret it. Lucius thought, beautiful flowers, and such a nice scent. On the other hand, Dedrace asked, is he alone now? The maid replied, yes, madam. Dedrace commented, all right, let's go, let's get ready. The maid asked, but madam, do you really have to go today? Dedrace asked. Why, is there any reason not to? The maid told her, there's a lot of talk about how Sir Lucius has been in a bad mood for the past 2 days, and I also saw his face for a moment, and it was cold. Dedrace spoke, I haven't heard anything about this. The maid continued, people are already saying that there is no problem with the land or the knights. Dedrace emphasized, even if he is already feeling bad because of me, what can I do? Shouldn't we solve it together in the end? The maid asked, but if we visit the knights without saying anything, won't the Lord get angry? Dedrace replied, he is romantic and kind, so why would he get angry? After some time, the maid spoke, for you to visit the knights, maybe you will be the first lady among the noble ladies to do so, and you even brought food like this. Dedrace told her, yes, I thought everyone might be hungry. By the way, the person guarding the door there, wait, don't you hear crying somewhere? The maid asked, crying. Dedrace said, wait a moment, I'll just check it out and come back. The maid asked, what, we don't know what the source of the sound is, madam, please. After that, Dedrace asked, you, why are you crying? Like this video, hit the like button, and subscribe for more videos.